Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome to Friendship Shaving. Mark here again. I'm struggling a little bit today, but I hope you're well. Tonight's shave will be brought to you with a new razor, the Merkur 33C. I'll be using my Vie-Long horsehair brush again, which you can see I've got loaded up. And I'll be using my Rapira Super Stainless blade, which will be the third time that I've used this. It seems to be a good choice for me. So I'm just going to rinse my face and I'll be right back with you. Oh, look at this brush, it's loaded to the hilt. I've had it about a fortnight now, and it's really turning into a lovely brush. I really like the horsehair bristles. It's super soft, really is nice. And I'm using it with the Arko again, and I love the Arko. It is one of my favourite soaps. Oop, soap everywhere. Yeah, I'm really enjoying the Arko. Very nice soap indeed. I really enjoy the lemony scent. So I think when I look for a new soap, I'll be looking for maybe a lime soap or something with a bit of orange in it perhaps. Lots of choices out there, but yes, I'll be looking for something zesty. Look at that soap we've got on here, it's great. So I've been watching the Suffolk shaver, gentleman called Stephen, and I've learnt a new trick from him from watching his videos. What he does with his finger to wipe the soap off his lips is this. And I really rather like that. I think that's rather neat. So shout out to Stephen, and it just goes to show you that it's never too late to learn a new trick. That's a great hobby we've got, isn't it? Just keep on learning. So I've got my Merkur 33C razor. Let's have a look at it. This is a wonderful razor. It's a modern razor. You can see that it looks much the style of the old Gillettes in the handle. Obviously the head is very different. I have to say that I think I've had the best shaves I've ever had with this razor. It's not an expensive razor, about 27 to 30 pound new. It's quite weighty, so it's definitely made with brass and coated with nickel, I would think. You can see on mine I've got a couple of little nicks on the cap there, and that was because I bought it second hand. I bought this for £5, and it's a tremendous buy. So we'll get shaving. So a bit of history, because I like to do a bit of history. Bit of history about the Merkur company. It was started in 1896 in the Solingen area of Germany by a gentleman called Emil Hermes. Now, he found that there were other cutlery making businesses in that area that had used the name Hermes. So rather cleverly, he used the Roman equivalent of the Greek god and called his company Mercury, or in the German language, Merkur. Now, in the 1900s, in the early 1900s, they made a great many of the then new double-edged safety razors. In the 1920s, his sons came on board into the business. And when the last son died in the 70s, his nephew, who had been working in the business, decided to sell up. Now, the Merkur company is now owned by Dovo Solingen, another German company. And Dovo was set up in 1906 by Carl Dorp and Carl Arthur Voos. And Dovo comes from the first two initials of their surnames. Now, they took over from Merkur in 1996, and in 2013 Dovo dedicated their sales and production to shaving equipment. It's rather nice, I think, that the packaging for the Merkur razors still has the original logo, the head of the god Mercury, stamped on the packet, and it's the same logo that was stamped on those early razors. So I like that. I like that continuation of a bit of history. And from looking on the Dovo website, they certainly look to produce some nice razors. God, this is great, you know, I've got soap everywhere. Whew. You know, this is a Miles razor. It is shave, but I just do Stephen's little trick again. But it is it's a very close shave. I'm loving this. This is a great razor. I decided to try and map my face the other day. Have you done that before? I had a 3-pass shave, all going, you know, with the grain. So down all 3 passes. And I had a really good shave, and that let me feel then which areas I hadn't quite caught with the grain shave. So for example, I've got a little area here and the hair grows in that direction, and I have a little area on the other side, the hair grows that way, and that is different to all the rest of the hair on my neck. Now I cannot go across the grain on my neck, so I'm having to work my way around that. But it was a good exercise. It was worth doing, just to see if I could change the angle of my blade and see if I could get the hairs a little better. And as I say, with this razor and those techniques, I'm having wonderful shaves. So you might have noticed then that I went from the middle outwards. Rather than the other way around, and it just seems to get those hairs a little bit better for me. Let's just squeeze a bit more out of my lovely brush. It's my birthday today, guys. It's fallen flat on his face a little bit because I'm not doing so well today. I've got vertigo. Everything is absolutely spinning. And my sister, nice trick, Stephen. That tickles me, that. I really like that. It's really neat. My sister runs a care home, and she's got a couple of elderly people in her care that are very poorly indeed. So the birthday is postponed for now. So here we go. I'm going to go sort of in a diagonal direction. I've had some great suggestions for a new aftershave, so thank you for those, and if any of you would like to comment and make further suggestions, I'm looking for a new aftershave. So the ones that have been suggested so far are tobacco. I have the soap, I'm not sure about tobacco. Penord Lime Sec, Penord Clubman Lime Sec, what else? Penord Vegetal. Apparently that smell was introduced in 1895 or something, I was reading, to to help the cavalry cover up the smell of sweat, the horse's sweat and the horses. That's been around a long time. What else? Couple from Marks and Spencer's. That was a surprise, but a good option. Inexpensive. An amber one, and I think a woodsy one was mentioned. So yeah, some good options there. I'm wondering, you know, could I get a new soap and a new aftershave? Well, probably. So if you have any further suggestions, anything that you use that you like, please do comment. Because I've got it in my mind now and I'm really quite excited and looking forward to getting a new aftershave. Now these Rapiras, I love these. Super Stainless. Now the last Rapira I used was one of these, which is I'll hold that a bit closer, a Rapira Swedish Super Steel. So slightly different than this one. But both of these blades really agree with me. I really like them. I get a close shave. It's not aggressive, but you know, I've got a really good shave today. And these are beauts. So I think I'll be sticking with them. I'll just rinse my face with some clean water. Back in a mo. Oh yeah, there we go. Terrific. Now I'm just going to use a little bit of Lucky Tiger again tonight. I always use this with the Arko because they're both citrusy, and I just love the nice fresh smell. I was looking at the Phoenix and Bow website earlier. Now they have a soap that's got 25% off, called Solaris. Yeah, it's a bitter lemon, I think, with cedar wood, and did it have a bit of black? Oh, peppermint. Had a bit of peppermint in it. So I must admit, I am sorely tempted by that at 25% off. It's well, it was £10 the soap, £10.95, something like that. So 25% off. You know, it's going to come in about £8 or something. It's a terrific price. So there may be one of those coming up shortly. Anyway, guys, that's my lot. Whatever you're doing this weekend, I hope you have a good one. Take it easy, enjoy yourselves, get your feet up on Sunday if you can, and happy shaves to all of you. I hope you enjoyed what I did today, and any further suggestions that you'd like to see, just let me know. All the best now. Take care.